Hey you guys, I'm Shreya and I'm in Belgaum right now. I mean, this is our family home. So I thought I could show you guys around the house, answer a few personal questions, and introduce you to my family at the end. So grab a coffee, tea, or some snacks, and let's hang out. So you enter from there, that's the living room, and this is where I'm going to sit and answer the first question. Somebody asked me, are you Maheshwari? Yes, I am. I am born and brought up in Karnataka and I lived in Belgaum until my 12th standard. So a lot of people assume I'm Kannadiga, but I'm actually a Marwadi. And our family, like our ancestors settled here more than 100 years ago for business. And traditionally our family's is a cloth and sari business, but then my dad drifted off and started his own hardware business. And this house that you see is all his hard work for 30 plus years actually. He started the shop after I was 2. दुकान में कौन काम करता है संडे को पापा? मैं और क्या? मैं कुछ नहीं करती घर में. And I'm so grateful. I think I can also take this break because my family is so supportive and my dad has worked so hard in the past. I'm reaping the benefits of his hard work. पापा को कैसा लगता है आपका बेटा डीजे? No comments. But no, I think I can take this break and just be chill because I don't have to worry about money and stuff like that so much. I mean, I do feel guilty about it, but it is what it is and I'm very, very grateful for it. I know I tear up when I talk about these things. Okay, a lot of people want to know about my love story. Dhaval, सब मेरी लव स्टोरी जानना चाहते हैं. क्या है तेरा जवाब?
Arrange marriage.
Love का मर्जी. I love how nosy you guys are. Because I'm very nosy too. Okay, this is a good one. Somebody's asked me what was your upbringing like and how did it affect your choices in life, career, etc. I think overall it was a great childhood in the sense that my parents have never said no to me. I've always been the friend whose parents would call my friends' parents to convince them to let us out. We would have a lot of sleepovers, cycle all over town, go to a lot of different places, have a lot of fun. Like my friends group in my childhood was amazing. My mom put me in a lot of different classes. I've done all kinds of things like Bharatnatyam, basketball to grow my height. I was a very short kid. Badminton, swimming, painting, singing, synthesizer. Yeah, I've done all of that. But as a child, I was a very scared child. Like I was extremely underconfident, extremely underconfident and just scared. I was scared and anxious, but I was also extremely uptight. I remember that. I was a very uptight child. And I was a typical first bencher, teacher's pet kind of person. I was also very short, so I would always be sitting on the first bench, but also I was a very goody two shoes kind of person to whom being liked was very important and being obedient and not disappointing parents was extremely important. And that has changed quite a bit. It's not like I'm disappointing my parents. I'm sure I don't know if I'm disappointing them. I'm not yet married, so that's kind of a disappointment to them. But apart from that, yeah, I feel like my personality has completely flipped from when I was a child until now. Okay, so once you enter from here, this is where our rooms are. This is my grandmother's room. Everybody's gone for a walk right now. This is the room that me and my brother are supposed to share, but my brother lives like a pig, so yeah, this is our room. Yeah, this was supposed to be like a den where we were going to put a TV here and make this like a playroom thing. But this room is mainly used by my mom for her craft stuff. All her craft stuff is in here. And during COVID, this is where I would stay. And we got this bed and stuff made later. But yeah, I really love this room. It's a great room. This is our puja room. And there's a great skylight on top. So this is what it looks like. And we have this big Radha Krishna statue here. It's a very rustic vibe and I love the red tiles in the house. My mom got this painted by an artist in Belgaum. This is the dining room and the kitchen. आ गए? This is my parents' room. I think we never spoke about career and stuff at home. Like, I remember when I was a younger kid, I wanted to be a teacher. And then I was actually talking to my friend about this the other day. And I was like, wait, I want to be a teacher because that's all I saw a woman do when I was younger. Like, I only saw women being teachers because everything else was done by men. So I never thought about my career, and whenever I did think about it, it was always like, I'd like to be a teacher. And very funnily, my brother would say that I want to be a rickshaw driver and I'll drop Didi to school. It was very cute. And my parents have always been supportive of what I've done, but it was never in the career and ambitious way. It was like, okay, do whatever you want to do, but then you have to get married by 24, 25, and then we'll see. We'll see, no? Like, it'll be like, you can do whatever your husband's family wants you to do, and that's been kind of the narrative. And it's not like a sad story or anything, but that's just how Marwadi families are actually. So yeah, that did become a point of contention after I studied outside and everything, but we'll come to that in a different question, I think. I never thought about money. Like, I do know that money is very important, but also when I see my family, like my uncles and my dad, they had a very rough childhood. They always thought that we need to make a lot of money, and then they went after those goals. And this is my worldview after, like, I was 22, 20, 25 actually, that yes, it's very important to make money, but that can't be your only goal in life. Because I feel like when you just chase that goal and when you reach that goal, then you don't know what to do with yourself. That's something I've thought a lot because of my family and it's not upbringing as such, but yeah, that's something I think about a lot. Okay, let's come to cooking. Okay, so in my family, when I was a little bit older, like 15, 16, it's a typical like patriarchal family, okay? So because my dad's the earning member, and I don't know if I'm putting my family on the spot here or what, but a lot of focus was on becoming a good partner for somebody or being a good, like, eligible girl to get married to. Me and my mom used to have a lot of fights around cooking, and I think I started despising cooking because it was always tied to being a good bahu or a good wife to somebody. And I think I've always been like a lazy child. I sleep a lot, and I think I can be only motivated to do the things that I like to do. So cooking, I kind of developed like a repulsion towards cooking because it was always tied to that marriage thing. And yeah, that was one thing we used to have a lot of fights about. And ambition-wise, dude, I was not ambitious at all, but I was very ambitious to not get married before 25. Yeah, that, like, marriage was a very big topic growing up, and it was not sad or anything, but it also meant that I was never very ambitious. Like, I never thought about career at all. Even when I joined college and I went to study, I never thought about the profession and how much money it would make me. I optimized to choose that field because I was like, okay, if I get married in a small town and if I get married to somebody, if I do interior design, I could do something of my own. So that's how I made the choice even. Okay, so which college did you study in? Some educational background, and does it matter a lot? Up to 10th, state board, convent school, English medium. But my English was so bad. So bad. And then 11th, 12th, it was commerce in Belgaum. And I knew that I didn't want to become a doctor or engineer because I hated physics. And math I was good at, but physics scared me the most. And biology, I like biology, but I never wanted to be a doctor. And I knew I couldn't study that much either. And I was always inclined towards creative things. But I think as a person growing up in Belgaum, I never thought about the theatre or singing or dance related stuff because also I was not so good at that. I was very average at a lot of things. Like, I was good at studies, but drawing wise and everything, I was kind of average. Like, I was not great at anything. So I was very confused between architecture and when I was in 11th, a senior of mine had gone to MIT ID where I studied. So that's when I knew that, oh, design is actually a field that people study. So that I never knew before she went there. So that's when I started thinking about, okay, so design or architecture. I was very confused between the two. But I knew that architecture has a lot of physics. So I was like, no chance I'm studying physics. So then I was like, okay, then design it is. But what kind of design also I didn't know. After my 10th, when it was time to choose arts, commerce or science, arts, there was not a great college, so it was only science or commerce. And then it was a very hard choice for me because all of my friends went to a science college and they're all engineers or doctors right now or architects. After I found out that design is an option, there was a misconception that I would need maths. So I was like, okay, arts college won't give me maths. So I chose commerce along with a maths class. I would go for tuitions for accounts and statistics, but I also had a lot of time to go to a drawing class. The teacher was great. She was preparing architecture students for the NEET exam. NEET? No, damn, what was it called? It was called something, I don't remember what it was called. Anyway, she was preparing them for that and I had joined that class. So 11th, 12th, every day for 2 to 3 hours, I would go to that class and to make my portfolio for the design college. And we would do color theory and perspective drawing and still life, all sorts of things to make my portfolio. And yeah, I did know I wanted to go to a design college, and obviously like everybody had aimed for NID that I didn't get into, not even close. I didn't even pass the first test, but I did get into MIT ID. And the first year was a foundation year, and I think I'll make a whole separate video about how my 4 years in college were studying interior and furniture design. I got into NIFT Bangalore and MIT ID Pune, and I didn't want to do fashion design. I don't know why I gave that exam actually, but I was like, let me have some options open in case I don't get into NID or MIT, then I might have to go to NIFT. So yeah, I went to MIT ID Pune. Does education matter a lot? I don't think so anymore. Like, I don't think that a degree matters greatly, but I do think that for people who love structure, like for me especially, I don't think that I could have figured stuff out on my own at 16. Like, I guess if you're a person who knows exactly what they want to do and they're very resourceful, I do have friends who've dropped out of college and are doing great professionally right now. But at least for me, I need a structure and I couldn't have figured it out on my own. So yes, it was important in that way that it's a very like, you know what you need to do and there's a college to guide you through it. Right now with AI and stuff, I really don't know. I don't think I'm in the position to answer. And since I've grown up and now I have the maturity that I didn't have before, I can very easily say that, yeah, you can figure it out. But no, when you're 16, I don't know what's going through your mind, and I genuinely don't know actually. But is it important? I think your work, like especially in a design field, I think your work is more important than your degree for sure. Like that's what I very, very strongly feel. Because whenever I was checking portfolios or like hiring people, it didn't matter that they were from NID if their work was shit. So yeah, I think your work matters more than the college, especially in a creative field.
आगे इंट्रोड्यूस कर दो तो
Let me think. Bitchless. Maidenless. What like?
ऐसा नहीं डाल सकते हो फैमिली वाले भी देखते हैं
हमने लोग पता नहीं bitchless. It's no surprise man.
looking for a Marwari bitch for him मेरा चैनल लॉर्ड फॉर किड में मारता है तो बाबा bitch बोलते रहते हैं